And we're live. Hey y'all. Come on
Yes.
in. Come on in. We are hyped up today. We both are just talking about how amazing mornings we've had. And we got a good word for y'all today. A good word. Come on in. Let us know when you're here. Give us a hashtag live when you're live. We're gonna cut straight to the point because I think we got a lot to talk about on this topic. We're talking about transitioning to CEO. Who do you need to become to unlock those millions, to unlock that money? It's not hard to get money. It's not hard. But what I have been, and we were just talking about my devotional that I do in the mornings, and what I've been doing this week in my study. Last week was all about freedom, right? And really overcoming. That was my devotion. This week, what I've been reading in scripture, what my devotional has been about, is my identity.
Wow.
My identity, right? And it's such a beautiful, beautiful thing when you really start like saying, like, who am I? Who
Yep.
am I? And I think one of the most beautiful things, hey chemistry, hey legacy queen, one of the most beautiful things that I have seen and that I've learned throughout this week is that, and Annette, I don't know if you'll be on here, but Annette says this often, is that almost everything that we experience and says a problem is an identity problem.
Mm.
We don't remember who we are.
Ooh.
Remember who we are. And we want these things. There's so many things that we want. There's so many things that we, are praying for. There's so many things that we want out of business. Like everybody, I want a 7-figure business. I want this. We're praying for all these things. We're hoping for all these things. But are we becoming who we need to be in order to receive those things? I think that's the biggest thing that I want to talk about today. Are we becoming who we need to be to receive those things? Now, Kendall and I have met, have been some people that got some money, some rich folks, right? Like, we know a lot of wealthy people. We've been around a lot of wealthy people. We talked to a lot of wealthy people. And one of the things that I think both of us came away with this conclusion: they are no different than you, and they are normal as all outdoors.
Yep.
The difference is they perceive the world a little bit differently,
Yes.
and they perceive themselves a little bit differently. So their behaviors follow suit.
Yes. Yep.
Their behaviors follow suit. God, is really, really, really simple. All right. Who do you need to become? Right. Right. Chemistry said, be our future billionaire self right now.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Who do you need to become? So, Kendall, we have talked about this a lot. I'm gonna like just throw out some stuff and we can have a conversation. Hey,
Okay.
Misha. Misha's over on IG. Hey, Misha. One of the things that I'm going to say, and this is for all of my people, and I have the right to say this. Can I please say this? I have every right to say this, so don't be mad at me, because I'm just going to say I had a moment this week, and it's a moment that pissed me the F off. I'm going to go ahead and say this. One of you, I think it's Goldie. Goldie, shout out to Goldie. Goldie was like commented on a video that I had in 2020. 2020. And it was a video, some me doing something similar to this, right? And there were so many women on there, like, yes, Kendra, I'm gonna be a millionaire with you. Yes, yes, Coach Kendra, I'm doing this. Yes, Coach Kendra, yes. And they were in my amen corner. They would show up to every training that I did, show up to all the things. They even spent, some of them even spent a little money. I actually set my mind down for hours and hours the other day to check up on these women to see where they are, because a lot of them disappeared. Not one of them are doing anything like with their business right now. There ain't nobody a millionaire. Ain't nobody even in business anymore. It was just a fleeting thing, right? It was just a fleeting thing. And I'm going to tell you this, guys, I'm tired of seeing us have so much potential and not actually step into that. Are we going to continue to like not become who we are actually meant to become? Are we going to continue not to step into our identity? It's real. And so I want to start this conversation off like with you keeping that in mind. Are you going to be one of the ones that fall by the wayside? Or are you ready to become a CEO? Put CEO in the comments if that's what you're about to actually become. Put CEO in the comments for me. Are you going to fall by the wayside? You doing this for play? Is it going to be another one of those things that we just keep talking about? Or are we going to do it? Okay. Oh, I see some CEOs in the building.
All right.
I know because y'all don't work with me. Erica, one of my booze. Aaliyah, one of my babies. My booze that I don't work with. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
And I know this to be, hey, Amara, I see you over there on Instagram. Hey, boo, Amara, that's the CEO. Dr. Miriam, CEO. Come on with it. We're about to step into it. Okay, Premier Events and Design CEO, I see you. Okay, look. So first things first, y'all ready? You got your notes out? Right? Amara, look, I don't even step on Amara. Me and Amara got to talk. Amara, I'm gonna spill the beans. I said that there are, y'all know, my specialty is actually I do service-based businesses and coaches because I love you. I don't really do product-based businesses like that because product-based businesses are a lot. And so I only work with product-based businesses 3 times a year. I only take on 3 product-based business clients a year. And that's when I know that they are potentially a multi-million-dollar business. Multi-million-dollar, like a business that's big enough to go into Target or a Walmart or that. Well, I just found one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm working on one. I got my one for for 2024, my first one for 2024. And Amara is it. So y'all say congratulations, Amara, because we about to build this business big. Y'all understand me? I'll do a couple product-based businesses a year. But I digress. Like she had something that I'm like, I want to be a part of this. So I digress. Hey, Larlin. Okay, CEO. What's the first thing that we have to do? Kendall, I'm gonna let you talk about this one, but I'm gonna tell you, me and Kendall had a conversation a long time ago. The first thing you have to do to transition to CEO is you have to learn how to make a decision and make them quick.
Yep.
Everything is a decision.
Everything's a decision.
Kendall talks about a lot, like on her big projects that she does in real estate. And y'all know my good friend and client. She's a luxury real estate developer.
That's right.
Right. And she always talks about she has to make her decisions that she has to make be $100,000 decisions in the blink of an eye, $200,000, $300,000 decisions. And some of us won't make a $2 damn decision.
Yeah. Whew.
What is this thing about decision making, Kendall, in your role especially? Like, what did you have to learn in order, or how did you just get into the point where you're like, look, decisions are it. We either they're gonna be good decisions, bad decisions, whatever. We gotta make them.
Oh man, what a great topic for today. Because what I appreciate you've been doing this week is you've been given the inside scoop, and not a lot of times people do that frequently. And it's nice to get hyped up. You know, you need to be what do I call it? Delusionally optimistic to be a CEO, because somebody's got to believe it. And initially, you're the first one to believe something, right? And you got to carry that for quite a bit until people get on the bandwagon. So by that time, you know you're kind of comfortable with or without them.
Yeah.
That's that's one of the starting points, and I think what you've been doing this week is giving some great awakening moments. And I've been excited to view them all week. I put it on my calendar to make sure that I've been here all week. But yeah, when you talk about the awareness, really, um, the first decision that you have to make is a decision on yourself.
Ooh.
Uh, and I don't think it's talked about a lot, right? The first decision you have to make is really looking at yourself and saying, what am I great at? What am I good at? And what am I not good at?
Mm-hmm.
And the areas where you're not good at, those are the areas that you need to develop. You may need to hire someone. Actually, you do need to hire somebody, or work closely with them, to start that to
Hey,
start
Dr. Maya.
to start that development. If you aren't able to hire somebody, you gotta educate yourself somehow. So there's reading of books, there's materials like what you've created, and there's levels to actually interacting with the person that you may be reading about. But
Ooh.
you have to start developing yourself. And that's
Mhm.
the most important decision, is identifying who you are currently, right? And then identifying what you can be, and really understanding all of the sacrifices and development that has to happen along the way to become. So when you hear the contents of, the beauty of it is in the journey, that's a real thing,
It's a real thing.
because the journey is your journey, and only you know who you are at the beginning and what steps you're taking to become. It's your personal story. And that's just an incredible thing, because you're able to support yourself throughout your learning by know that you're pushing forward on developing.
Ooh. I think that's a beautiful thing. And I'm gonna pause you right there because I know Kendall and I, if y'all don't know our backstory, we both very smart. we were in all AP classes. We've known each other since the 5th grade, been in the gifted classes, the AP classes. Like we some nerds, right? Some cool nerds, but some nerds. And I think this is something, and where my other smart people at? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Principals list folks. We both are very highly educated, right? We went to the same college. They're like, and I say this to say, throughout all of our education, and I'm gonna speak for both of us, but Kendall can probably say this. Like Dr. Maya, we know you smart, and congratulations, Dr. Maya. Dr. Maya was a good day, Atlanta. Congrats, girl. But okay, I see my smart girls, right? Yep, Dr. Miriam. I told y'all I got more doctors in my audience than anything else. Y'all just smart as hell. PhD. Um, one of the things is that with all of the education, the journey of entrepreneurship has taught me more than any education I've ever gotten. The journey of entrepreneurship has taught me more about myself, who I am as a woman, who I am as a leader, who I am as a person. It done broke me down more times than anything. I have become a version of myself that I am so proud of, and honestly, that I don't even recognize sometimes. I am the version of, oh, come on, somebody. I ain't starting to get shot to shout today. I am a version of myself that I am so proud
Yep.
of. That I am so proud of.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember being in those classes. Right? How many people had to work while they was going to school? Right?
Yeah.
I remember being in those classes and not saying, one day I'm going to be this. One day I'm going to be this. And I'm like, oh, if she could see me now. Right?
Yep.
But it took decisions that I had to make. Dr. Miriam said 3 jobs. Okay, hustle gang, hustle gang. Yeah, it took decisions to be able to get there. We just didn't wake up one morning and be like, oh, I'm a CEO. I got $1 million. That does not happen unless you go win the lottery. Right? Aaliyah said, yep, 3 jobs. Let me ask y'all this, real talk. Right, Erica working full time and a single mother. Okay, same story here. What happened to that gumption? Right, Diva girl, same thing. It took me 6 years to get my bachelor's degree because I worked full time, and then I got 2 master's degrees afterwards. Yep, I got 2 masters too. Martina said, work 2 jobs. Ooh, I'm seeing a theme. Y'all know how to work, don't
Ooh. Mm.
you? Y'all know how to work.
You
Where my
should.
people? Instagram, yeah, Instagram. Where my Instagram folks? Y'all know how to work, don't you? You know how to work. Okay, we and Kendall really about to get fired up now. Can I tell y'all a secret? In order to transition into who you need to become, you got to unlearn that. You have to unlearn. One of the worst things that you can do as a CEO, saying you want to make millions and millions and millions and all this stuff, you got to learn how to stop working so hard. And I'm speaking from experience. You cannot build a 7-figure business on your back. I've tried it. It didn't work out well for me. You can't build it on your back. We so used to like care. Oh, I got it. I can carry it on my back. I tried to build a 7-figure business on my back. I don't need nobody. I got it. I'll figure it out. I can help. I can do it. I got it. Okay, but I got to do this over here. I got to spin up some work over here. Oh, I got to spin up some work over here. You have to make a decision to stop working so much. Y'all know, like there are 2 ways. One of the things about I love basketball. I actually used to play basketball. My dad will tell you he had me out there practicing my hoops every day. I love basketball. But here's what I'm gonna say. One of the things I love about the great Kobe Bryant. Do y'all know what Kobe's like thing was? Kobe was all finesse. Like his game was a finesse game. Like he was so smooth with it. It was all finesse, right? You don't get your millions by barreling through every single thing. You get your millions through like finessing your way through. Now, I'm not saying finessing nobody. I'm talking about in how you behave. And I'm speaking especially to women now. Especially women. You can still be feminine and be a leader. You can still live the soft life and be a leader. You can still be a leader and a multimillionaire without being a workhorse. Why we working so hard? Yep, so I said, and his work ethic was bananas. Yeah, and when he got on that court, it was so smooth. Right. Now, King LeBron, I love LeBron too. He all straight. He's just in your face, right? Both great, right? But Kobe was always like finesse with me, right? And that's real. And it's like one of the things that I want us to understand is that as you are moving into this new season, can you write something down for me really quickly? Can everybody write something down? This is a moment. What do I struggle with right now? And if you want to share in the comments, what do you struggle with right now in your business? You want me to tell you what I struggle with in business? I'm being very transparent. We're laying it out on the table. I struggle with trusting people in my business. I struggle with trust. I haven't had a good track record with folks come in my business. So I struggle with it. Right? What are you struggling with right now? Kendall, what was one of the things you struggle with in your business?
Similarly, trusting people. Trusting, actually, you know what? It wasn't trusting people. It was really understanding my own leadership, and I didn't need those people. Now that I've adjusted that, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It was just the transition of people wanting to work with me and me shifting that to the people I wanted to work with.
Mm.
So not allowing people to choose me, I choose them now. That changed everything. Yeah.
Woo.
I don't
That's
struggle no
huge.
more.
That's huge. That's huge. I
Yeah.
think one of my biggest things is that this me, and I'm being super transparent today because this is talking about transitioning into CEO. Um, one of the things that you have to look at is like, what are you allowing? Right. So y'all see what you're struggling with, right? You see what you're struggling with? Keep that at the top because let me ask the people that said they're struggling with something in their business, are you going to get help with that? Okay, thank you, Rahab. Fear of starting and putting myself and ideas out there. Right. That's right. Laura Lynn said that's good. Having your tribe that God gives. Amen. Amen. Are we getting help with that? Are we getting help with what we said we're struggling with? Here's the thing. Make a decision today. Make a decision today to get help.
Mm-hmm. Change your life.
Change your life. Like get help. Yeah, Dr. Miriam said thanks in advance, right? Time management. Yeah, thanks. Like time management. Okay, Martin. Okay. Are we getting help with that? Right? Are we getting help with that? That's all I'm gonna keep saying. Are we going to do something about it? Because until we break up the pattern will continue to repeat itself over and over again.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell y'all one of the things where my thing with like getting help. Do y'all know that like I invited like by not being what's the word by not actually getting help to see like my blind spots. Do y'all know like hindsight 2020 when I would bring people on to work with me? Do y'all know something that everybody would say that I would just like glaze over? But now hindsight 2020, I see it. Okay. I see it. Uh Kendall, I'm gonna let you address Legacy Queen in a minute because you need to tell her about our experience.
Okay.
And, so here's the thing. Okay.
Okay.
I would interview folks and they would come work for me or whatever. And do you know one of the things that everybody used to say when I would be like, so tell me, why is it that you want to come work for me? Every single person would like, I'm so excited to learn from you. I just want to learn from you. There's so much I can learn from you. I'm excited to work with you so I can learn from you. Do y'all see where that's the problem? Every single person, I promise you, that was their answer. Not because, oh, I want to help you with my skill set. Or no, because I want to add value to your business. Or because I'm so excited to learn from you. Let me tell you something. Red, like that is a red flag. How so you want a paycheck to learn from me? You want a paycheck to learn from me? You realize people pay me to learn from me. You want me to pay you? I literally was like, about in the twilight zone. In the twilight zone. Yep, right. Martina said, I remember you telling me to be aware of that on a call. Right. And I love too, right, Erica, I love that I also had to realize that in my life, and I love all of you guys, I do, and I love that people, like right, suckers and bloodsuckers, that people love me, like, let's just say it. And Kendall, we gonna speak plainly today because me and Kendall had these conversations all the time. I know that I'm very personable. Let me just say who I am because I'm very confident and comfortable with who I am. First of all, let's go ahead and say it. Ain't no more being humble for me. I know I'm a bad mother. You know what? I'm a bad mother. I'm brilliant. You understand me? And I'm not shrinking myself for nobody. But here's the thing. What happens is, like, I still give with my whole heart. I truly do give with my entire heart. Like, if I love you, I want you to succeed. So I'm gonna go hard for you. But what I was finding is that people did not appreciate that. They wanted to pull from that. They wanted to pull from that. And I literally said, I have to raise my standards about who I allow to experience me. Because I'm very personable. So even on the internet, y'all can't believe, I promise y'all, people get too familiar out on these internet streets. People get too familiar. No, we're not best friends, not yet. Right? You don't know me in real life until you do.
Yep.
Right. I literally had somebody that, never mind, I'll talk about this another time, but I have multiple examples of how people get entirely too familiar. Right. And no, I am not reachable until you show me that until you show me that we are at the level where we can work together.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you set me at the level we can work together. Right, like Queen said, right. Dr. Miriam said, shut your mouth. Rahab, I want to talk to you for a second. Yes, could you do something? You don't have to put it in the comments if you don't want to, but if you do want to bless somebody, put this in the comments. What's the fear? What's the fear? I want to know. We got to get to the root cause of the fear. Right, the root cause of the fear. I'm gonna say something. I've been in scripture all week, so I'm gonna give this. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but the Lord has given us power. Power. Power.
Yep.
Okay. That's it. Ooh, okay. Rahab, that's real. Said probably fear rejection and people not catching on to my ideas.
Ooh.
I'll talk about that in a second. Look, okay, I see it. I see it. Dr. Miriam being setbacks and losing present comforts of the paycheck. Hell, you can lose that without doing business.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, we got a lot to talk about. Oh, y'all ain't gonna have us on here all day, but I'm trying to see people on Instagram. Go ahead and put what you want us to talk about in the question. We going a different way. Y'all got 2 millionaires on here. What y'all want us to talk about? Tell me. And I'm gonna let Kendall go back and answer this. While y'all tell us what you want us to talk about, as far as transitioning into CEO? And you can say whether you want me to answer, the Kindle to answer it, or whatever. What questions do you have? This is open season now. We're going a different way with this today. Okay, Kindle, you can talk about what Legacy Queen said because you experienced the same thing. And Kendall will tell you a little bit. It was different when she came to me because I did this a very different way. I'll let you have it.
Oh yeah. So what Legacy Queen has, absolutely, because I paid people to do marketing and it didn't work out. Yeah, this is an annoying part of business. This is just a part of business. Part of business is a discovery of who fits for your company, right? I experienced the same thing. I was really, really irritated. I had hired somebody to start my social media. And anybody that knows me knows I am extremely particular about my image. I work with a lot of investors. I work with other top developers. I'm in sales. So there are certain things that I will not present myself in any capacity as being stupid. Stupid things to me is spelling errors, things like that. Like if I have one, then I'm immediately correct it. So the person that I had hired had a massive spelling error. Like it was consistent. It was about 3 days in a row. And I hadn't checked it because I really didn't know they had started yet. And so when I checked it, I was like, oh my gosh, like this has been out here for multiple days. And here I am marketing myself as what I am, a luxury real estate developer. And I got spelling errors there, and I called them up and I said, what is this? And then things were going out on the wrong dates. It was just very irritating for me. So I immediately fired them. It was a loss or whatever with some money, but that's just part of business. It's the cost of business. Yeah, it's just the cost of business. So when Kendra came on my radar, I think I saw you through an ad or something.
You did?
Yeah, and just knowing you and looking at your videos and things like that, but I know you. I know you ain't gonna do no stupid crap like that. Like just speaking candidly, like that's something I wouldn't ever have to even think about or consider. So things are just timing. You encounter people that have that value and they cost. Same thing with a great accountant, you're just people who you hire with intention. They cost because they execute. So at that point in my business, I knew that execution was really very important. And I didn't want to mess around with it. So I said, whatever it takes, like I have to figure out how to pay the right people because I understand how to work. I understand how to execute on my end. Now I need the right people to help me grow in the function how I know I want to function in my company. And that's what happened. And ever since I started working with you, and this isn't like a sales or nothing, this is honesty. Number one, learning has been fun working with you. And then we've been doing it. We're finishing all of the things that we discussed and that you told me that was possible. And it's happening. And I'm experiencing the impact from that just by doing it. Now we're going to rev it up, right? But I mean, just that experience of completing an idea, when we talk about, the things that's important an important step. And the people that aren't helping you complete the idea in your mind, how you want it to be completed, either you got to do it yourself or you got to find the right people that's able to do it and get rid of, the people that are distracting you, working with that other lady, even having a conversation with her with my free time was annoying. I don't have conversations about spelling errors at the age that I'm at. It's just not a legitimate conversation that I would have with a functioning business owner whose specialty is in social media strategy. I'm not going to have a conversation about spelling errors.
No.
So, yeah, I just knew that just wasn't the right fit. I'm too great of a person to work with and to spend my time working with that. Maybe she was at the start of her career. I don't know, but it wasn't good enough for me. So when you go back to, the standards and just being honest with yourself, and I don't pay people to be polite. I pay people to execute. So when I'm paying and I know how hard some of my dollars are, if I'm paying them out, I have expectations attached to that money. So yeah, so don't be overwhelmed if people don't do things the first time. It's just learn how to move on quickly without all of that emotions attached to it. I have no emotional attachment when I'm doing business, and I don't expect people to have emotional attachments to me either. I appreciate it, but it's unnecessary.
I want to show one more thing. Thank you for that, Kendall. This was a marketing contract that I signed after being 3 months in business. I was only in business 3 months. I signed a 9-month marketing contract. Y'all see? I don't know if y'all can see how much this is. $30,500 for 9 months. This was the payment breakdown. $2,500, $3,500 a month. This person did absolutely nothing. Literally, like none of this stuff that was on here, they did absolutely nothing. Now, this was early on in my business. This was early on in my business. This happened. My business started in September 2018. I did this in like January 2019. So if I would have said, "Oh God, I didn't get the right person. They didn't do nothing. I asked. I done paid out $30,000." If I would have said, if I would have viewed the investment that way, I wouldn't be here today. There are literally thousands of women that I would not have been able to impact if I would have said, "Oh, well, it is what it is." Let me stop cussing. SHIT happens in business. Y'all know what this ended up being for me? A tax write-off. It's just being a tax write-off. Like it is what it is. Right? And so now y'all can see why I get a little frustrated when people come to me about $11 a month. I don't have $11 conversations. Get away from me with that.
Yeah, no.
Right? I don't have $11 conversations. Right? That's beneath me. My Starbucks run is more than $11. Can't even get my Starbucks order for that. Like, no. But I say this to say, like, what are the things that we are like holding on to that we are going to do that we are like that are keeping us? I see some other stuff on here that I want to address. There's a fear of the vision not coming to pass, fear that people won't receive you and what you bring. Ooh, this is a big one.
Yeah.
This is a big one. And I know I was going to talk about my mom tonight, but I actually don't think I'm going to get on tonight. So we're going to go ahead and talk about my mom now. We're going to go ahead and talk about my mom now and the last public message that my mom gave. And I'm going to say this is so powerful because a couple of weeks after my mom gave this message, she got in the hospital bed and never got back out. You understand me? So this is real powerful. At my F500 financial experience in October 2023, my mom got up there and showed out the folks that were there, and she gave a message, and that message was finish it. Finish it. Very simply, finish it. Right? And I'm gonna share a little bit of her message. It's like I'll clip it up today. Finish it. And I'm gonna tell you something. It is outside of your control. I want to everybody else on here. I need you to understand this. It is outside of your control who receives you or not. Jesus wasn't even received in most places. It's not your, that's not your concern. Did you finish it?
Mhm.
Did you finish it? We worried about whether somebody gonna receive us or not. Did you receive yourself?
Mm.
Did you receive yourself? Come on, somebody. Lord, I talk about finish it. Finish it. Some of y'all have been sitting on an idea for the longest. Finish it.
Yep.
Finish it. It's one of my favorite things to say. It's so many of you have so much knowledge. You've been fed a lie. What's that phrase that you've been fed? Knowledge is not power. Knowledge is not power. It's more knowledge in the graveyard than anywhere else. Knowledge is not power.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever told you that is a lie. I hate this. Knowledge is power. The more you know. It's I look, they must don't know the people that I know, because I know some of the smartest women in the world.
Yep.
And they sitting down here, I'm scared somebody gonna not receive me. I'm scared that I'm gonna be rejected. I'm scared. What you scared? I thought knowledge was power. Power and fear don't reside in the same place.
Mm.
Power and fear don't reside in the same place. Now
Can I?
let's talk about this. Yes, Kindle talked about, right, knowledge is not power. The application of that knowledge is power. The application of that knowledge in the real world, not on your notebook paper, not in the test that you take. Power and fear don't reside in the same place. Knowledge is not power until you do something with it. Knowledge is just knowledge.
Mm.
Now let's talk about this. Kendall, you don't have to say how much, but I know I have wasted more money. We've had this conversation. Kendall and I have had this conversation before. You and I have talked about we done lost more money than most people done ever made.
Yeah, that was a conversation. Now I'm engaged, but I remember dating this guy, right? And I had this experience. I had a large sum of money stolen, a large six figures stolen.
Mm.
Um, and that was my first time, and hopefully my last time. But it was a crazy thing to experience, and he was just acting like it was a Tuesday. Like, why aren't you happy? What's going on with you? And I said, how much do you make in a year? And I said, I lost more than that, but I'm still able to function. But I still experienced it, but I'm still able to function. And I'm still going to continue on because I know it's a drop in the bucket. It was a big drop in the bucket.
It's dropping the bucket.
But it was a drop in the bucket to what I knew I was gonna, have in life. And if I wasn't able to push past it, then that loss would have lingered forever. That's
Ooh.
the difference.
It's some people holding on to a loss they took a long time ago and haven't pushed past it.
I let that loss get smaller and smaller because I made more and more. I experienced it. I learned from it. I added some more systems in place. I adjusted some things and I pushed forward. That's not talked about enough. Pushing forward. What if your idea doesn't work immediately? So what? How are you ever going to know? So if you're waiting on people's opinions, and the guy had such a big opinion on that until I told him that. And then guess what? He didn't say nothing else. You know what makes people shut up? is your ability to make them small. You don't make other people's opinions on yourself and your experiences bigger than what you are, what you know that you're becoming, what you know that those experiences are, what you know what those experiences did to shape you. You don't allow other people's opinions be louder than your own voice of yourself, ever, ever. So it doesn't matter. You're presenting a gift inside of you. When you have an idea that should be getting out of you, that is a gift given to you that you should be getting out of you. And the person that appreciates that gift is going to give gratitude back in some form of fashion. That may be from your business growing, it may be from a thank you, a payment. It's going to be something that's going to keep you moving. And when you experience that, it doesn't matter if 1 million people don't appreciate it. If one person does, or even if you do, if you're that one person, it meant something. People give too much value to other people. Doesn't matter. And you have to get to a point where you outwork people's opinions. If their opinion sucked, go get another opinion from somebody that didn't suck. Because what my mom said, and I love both of our moms, because I remember when your mom gave that word and I had tears in my eyes because the passion, and the belief, she said it because she believed it. And I remember when I was creating my own business and I was getting some haters, right? And I was getting picked on. People have always tried to pick on me, but I realize it's because I've always been great. I've always been something to take a look at, right? And I know that. I try things out. And my mom told me this. She said, look, Kindle, if everybody loves you, then you're fake. If everybody loves you, then you're not original. What would you rather be? And I said, you're right. I'd rather be comfortable being my original self. And whoever loves me and appreciates me, then I can look at them to find what I love and appreciate out of them too. Because now it's balance. Everybody else, I don't have to understand. I literally don't care. Like when people be like, I don't like you. I had this closing one time and I was negotiating and oh my God, this guy got so mad because I was lighting that ass up, right? And he was like, Kindle, I just don't like you. And I said, so? Does it look like you're somebody I want to hang out with? Do I want to go to the movies with, play pool, have a cocktail, go to a club with, travel with? You're not that person. So I don't care whether you like me. It's completely irrelevant. But what we're going to do in this moment, you're going to respect me or you're going to suffer the consequences of not respecting me. So that's your choice. And we all have choices. And I'm okay with whatever choice you take. But in this moment, you have a decision to make. I've made up mine. I don't care whether you like me. That was an irrelevant conversation. Now let's get back to it and let's finish it. Let's finish it. And it went my way. My friend has to be able to tell you, I have to do a live with her because that was a wild closing. But yeah, like, I like respect this though.
If people are weird, like I don't like, right? Listen, a lot of people did like Jesus Christ, but that didn't stop his purpose. Come on, somebody.
Exactly.
Kindle. It is what it is. And I want Misha said something earlier, and I do want to say this because Misha said, I so love that you two reconnected. Kindle is the epitome of what you're trying to show us, Kendra, and she is. And I got to give my friend and client some love right now. Guys, let me lean in real close. I want more than anything for you to, if you have the audacity to build an empire, if you have the wherewithal to build an empire, I want you to have one. I've been saying this for years. I need us. It's not cute for me to be the only person that's like a millionaire, right? That's why I love it. I love having rich friends. We do rich shit together.
So much fun.
Rich shit together, right? Like I don't. Well, it's not. That's not what I want. I don't want to like be on this pedestal. I don't want to be by myself. And I have been trying. I have been in the trenches, and what I have found out is that I've been trying to help people who were not ready. We're not ready. And I saw what happens. Kendall allowed me to see what happens when I help someone who is ready. She allowed me to see what happens when I help someone who is ready. It didn't take no time at all to just get up and running with the like same tools that I've given to other people, same same things, same conversations. And she's like, okay, yep, got it. Right, let's rock and roll. And even when things she didn't understand, she was like, look, I don't understand this. Yeah. I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more help. But we didn't have to work through some of the other stuff. We didn't have to work through some of the other stuff. Like, oh, I'm afraid to go out and speak to people. No, you can't. We can't build you $1 million business. You scared to talk to folks. Or I don't know if I'm gonna be good enough. You can build $1 million business. You don't know if you're good enough because you don't believe it or no. I think that coming into talking about transitioning into CEO, you have to be ready to receive it. There's not a course you can buy.
Nope.
You can buy every single one of the courses I have, and you still ain't gonna be a millionaire if you don't do some of that internal work, that heart work. Right? You can go to every conference and hoop and holler and roll on the floor, still ain't gonna do it. Some of y'all love going to conference and hoop. How many conferences y'all done been to where you done hooped and hollered and rolled on the floor and foamed at the mouth and folks done prayed over you, done rebuked the devil out of you, done did everything, and you still ain't a millionaire. You still came home and did the same thing. Right? Just got some notes, right? Until you actually make a decision that you're going to become a different version of yourself, nothing else that you do is going to actually work.
Right.
And so I'm so glad that y'all get to see someone living and breathing who actually just was like, I'm going to do it. It's a decision.
Yep.
It's a decision. And I always say this, I never, ever, I never think like when folks don't like buy stuff from me or spend money, y'all think I take that personally? I don't take it personally. Whether somebody spends money with me or not has nothing to do with me. I'm Kendra J. Lewis. I'm a Fortune 500 strategist. I whisper in the ear of the largest companies in the world, of the CEOs of the largest companies in the world. I make billion-dollar decisions. Y'all think I'm worried about whether somebody buys something for me or not and thinking they got something to do with me? They got something to do with them. They don't believe in themselves. They don't believe in me. And the same confidence I'm presenting in front of y'all is the same confidence I need you to have about yourself. It's not personal. It don't have nothing to do with you. If somebody don't receive you, don't receive you. What y'all worried about whether somebody gonna receive you or not? I wish I would. I wish I would. I used to. I'll never forget the first Facebook ad I did. I was sad because somebody said something mean to me on Facebook ad. Hell, now folks say mean stuff to me all the time. They ain't got nothing to do with me. They got something to do with them. You see an old sexy black woman that's talking her shit and know what she's talking about and that's rich and you mad. You got that to do?
I don't like
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna keep on drinking my water and minding my business and looking all good, and I'm gonna shake my wig off and still go live.
That's why I love you.
Shake my wig off and still go. Ain't nobody worried about what somebody gonna say about them. I told y'all what Kindle, what we say. You, if anybody got something to say about what you doing, your thing back to them, you do it then.
Oh, that's like the best thing to say in the world. I remember I was at this I was a speaker at this event. I forgot who it was for. But it was on wealth building, right? But they were like, the speakers before me were talking like poor tactics. It was like slow wealth building tactics. I said, dear God, it's gonna take y'all forever. And so when I got on the stage, I was like, look, everything they said was wrong. Like, I hate, no disrespect to the other speakers, but I don't feel they're wealthy. So then this one guy was like, well, you know, what you're saying, Kindle, because I was like, no, you know, it's a proper way to use credit, you know. If you use it as a as a debt for an asset, you know, that's a smart thing to do. So they were just saying no debt. And I'm like, no bad debt. You know, there's a difference. So this guy, he was challenging me, and I was like, well, there's a fast way to solve this. Let's put our bank accounts up on the screen. Let's do it. You versus me. Right? And so he got real quiet. I was like, no, do it. Do it.
Let's see what happens.
You do it. Do it. It's the best thing in the world to do is just say, you do it. You do it, because the people that tend to speak the loudest about how you should do something aren't the ones actually doing it.
Come on with it.
I love when I've had people say, like, your life, things are so easy for you. You know, you're this, you come from this type family, this is like clueless, not knowing I got sick when I was really young. I lost all my hair. I got stolen, got robbed, you know. I got manipulated in business really early on. I started so young. I experienced racism. I experienced sexism. I experienced youngism. Like, it's a real thing when you're talented and you're young. Like, people hate that too, you know. But I read all the time. Like, that's the stuff that people don't know. What happens in your silent moments. I've studied smart people, and I do the things that they do. I apply the systems in my life. So when you apply smart systems, it shaves off time. Like, that's what it does. It just shaves off time. So when you say you do it, you mean it. Like, no, you do it. I don't have no construction background, and I'm a top real estate developer. Like,
you do.
Yeah, I studied. I loved it enough to keep learning and applying knowledge and things like that. I'm like, and I did it, and I'm gonna keep doing it because it's fun to me. You know, I've helped other people and inspired other people and helped other people understand real estate strategy. But the ones that don't, my new students lap them. They lap them. I'm like, they're gonna lap them. It's strategy. It's not an idea. It's about applying strategy. Do it. But what you realize when you look around is like, a lot of people don't be doing nothing, and especially don't do it in a timely manner. It's like when you learn something, you should immediately apply it with all of your effort so that you can have an experience from that knowledge. You know, and the experiences are the things that gravitate, that grow, that bring in the right people, that make you identify things, that get your decision making faster. It's the process of doing. You know, you learn, and you learn from smart people that's doing it. Then you do it, you know. But most of the time, people, they ain't doing it, you know. So it's always nice to say, you do it then. Just shut them up and keep moving.
Shut it up.
I hate a noisemaker. Shut you down real quick.
You know what? That's what they are. Somebody put noise in the comments, because that's what a lot of us are basing our movement on. We're basing our movement on noisy people. The people that have been noisy in our lives, the people that have spoken certain things over us, like quiet the noise. You do it.
You do it.
You do it. There's two things I wanna go for today. First things first. One, CEOs. CEOs understand that what's in front of them is not their final destination. Can I say that one more time for the people in the back? CEOs understand that what's in front of them is not their final destination. Some of you are confused and beat down and stagnant in your business because you are only looking at the people that are already in your network and in your circle. You scared to post on Facebook and Instagram, and you scared to talk about your business because you only thinking that the people that are around you are the people that's supposed to buy from you. Why do y'all think that way? Why do we think that way? There are what, 8 billion people in the world, and you worried about the 100, 200, 300, 500,000 people that's on your page that you know. Those supposed to be the people that buy from you. They're probably not. But if that's all we can see, that's all we're going to think. Do you realize even when you're posting on social media and stuff, I talked about this the other day, all you're doing is circulating your content around to the same people that already know you? The only way you break through that is by running ads. Facts. That's the only way you get your stuff in front of new people. But yet, I guess somebody scared y'all all off from running ads. You scared to death to run ads. Right? That's right. Tanisha said we don't see the bigger people. Y'all got real quiet then. You only see the people that's around you. Stop.
Yep.
How you going? I want to understand this. How we gonna build $1 billion businesses, and the only people we can receive are the ones that are right in front of us already? Right. Hey, Premier Events, Chosen One, Quisha, hey, right, on Instagram. We have to think in terms of, I am meant to reach people who I don't see, who I don't know. Do y'all know none of the people that I know? I literally can count on my fingers 4 people in my I've been in business for 6 years. Only 4 people who I actually know have ever done business with me. Everybody else was somebody that was a stranger. And they weren't already on my timeline because I learned how to start branching out early on. Somebody put branch in the comments. You ready to branch out? Look, we all say that scripture, Lord, enlarge my territory. But do we actually really want our territory to be enlarged? Ooh. Do we actually want our territory to be enlarged? Or is that just something we say because it sounds good? Do we want our territory to be enlarged? Right.
And that was you really drove that in my head. Because going to your last F500 event, and I was like, yo, like, these are such beautiful people. Like, everyone was so nice and they were just really beautiful people. And it clicked to me. I was like, your algorithm, your systems work. Like, it was the most incredible moment because you tend to want people that you know to support you. I mean, I think it's only natural to want to be appreciated and loved. Just like when you were little, you do a cartwheel and everybody's like, yay, everybody in the backyard is like, wow, woo. And then all of a sudden you get older and you're like, look, I learned this and I'm doing this and it worked and everything. And then, you get crickets and you're like, look, maybe I need to show it more to y'all. Woo, look. So what I learned from you is just that. Like, no, the cartwheel is impressive, but you need to cartwheel around people that may have never seen that cartwheel before. You need to give that cartwheel a bit more exposure, and when you do it, you get the feedback from the cartwheel. Maybe some people are saying, man, if you would have just pointed your toe a little better, that cartwheel would have been perfect. And if you're a person that wants to just do the cartwheel, you're trying to make the cartwheel more perfect and perfect. So even from that, you're receiving exactly what you need to do to make it the most impressive cartwheel you can do, right? And with you say apply that knowledge. Apply it. You're going to receive that feedback. And then you apply it. And then more people are going to be like supporting that cartwheel. So what you're saying with branching out and allowing yourself to be exposed and be okay with the feedback. Like they say, all feedback, all marketing, all exposure is good marketing because it allows you to make a decision, as we talked about early on how you want that to be presented or evolve it or get rid of it. The most important thing in business is how you utilize your time.
Facts.
So, if you need to restructure some things, it's really great to learn before your year's in, So, I mean, that's kind of like the after effect is that you're learning a lot of things. You're like, man, I get more feedback from this area. I get more traction from this area. I need to focus here if I'm looking at a return on investment. If you're doing business, you're focusing on your ROI, your return on investment. So all of those things are helping to guide you and get accurate feedback for growth. Because you're going to be sticking around a while. I think your audience needs to know when you're working with someone like Kendra. Kendra is not preparing small businesses. It's preparation for your business to be big. That's a huge difference. When we talk about people that talk about these ideas and things like that, you should be looking at your business to be around for 5 to 10 years. It takes 10 years when you look at solid businesses. I've been around, I would say I really started evolving my business in an intentional way, probably just 9 years ago.
Wow.
So I'm rolling into like that 10th year of, no, this is what it is. This is what I am. This is what my company means. It didn't happen just overnight. So when you work with somebody like yourself, it shaves time off. Had I met you years ago and started working with you, started working with you years ago, it would have shaved a lot of time off my growth spurt that I'm about to have. I would have shaved a lot of time off it. I would have had so many people I was able to communicate, that list, my database, the ideas, the implementation, because it takes time to develop out an idea. But what's important is always knowing what you're going to do next. So with your data that you get from this, just an after effect, you're learning, oh man, I'm gonna work on this next in silence. And then I'm gonna pop that thing off. I'm gonna work on this next in silence. And I'm like, I already have the data. I know it's gonna work. So there's so many growth elements to the foundation that you teach. And I had an experience like it. I mean, and that's why I have no problem ever doing these lives with you, because it's true. I study business. I mean, I study business, period. So we're friends and
Period.
everything, but like I'm not going to work with somebody that doesn't have passion for what they do,
Mm.
meaning that they're not learning at the same pace that I'm learning from them. You should always know more than me.
Facts.
So, like, that's what's been so
Ain't
impressive.
up
You know,
leveling.
with me, I start learning. I'm like, oh man, look at this, look at this, look at this. And you're like, no, I thought about that. And I'm like, oh. So it's actually so dope to know that you're outpacing me with my excitement with learning, you know? And that really doesn't happen frequently. It only happens when you're working with people that's passionate. I've always had the opportunity to work with like really, really passionate people. And I really can't function any other way.
I
Like I
love
can't
it.
be around people that aren't passionate. Like it's boring. I'd rather be by myself.
Me too.
So
Me
yeah,
too.
that's what I appreciate about you. You love it. Like you
Oh, I
love
love it.
it.
I love it.
Yeah, you
I
do.
love it. You know, I read 100 books a year and always studying. And I think this is
Yeah.
important. And I want to make this bold declaration. There's going to be an email that I send out today that's a goodbye email. It's a goodbye. Um, because my energy and efforts are no longer focused on helping you believe in yourself and helping you think about who you can become. My energy and efforts are to help women have the most amazing version of their business that they have ever had. I want to scale some people to the next level. And the number that God gave me that is 5. I need 5 women for the next 8 weeks. 5 women for the next 8 weeks. Let me tell you what the requirements are. You have to have already sold something in your business. It could be a previous version of your business, but you have to already sold something, because we can't be taking around the sales. Second requirement, you have to already be comfortable showing up on camera. Showing up on camera. You have to already be comfortable showing up on camera. Third requirement, you have to have an expertise, right? I do not work with people who are copycats who want to do something because they saw somebody else do it. You have to have an expertise in something. You have to know something. You have to have lived it. You have to experience it. You have to understand it. And here's the kicker: these 5 women, I'm going to give you credit for what you have already spent at the Boss Architect. I'm going to give you credit. This one's on me. If you want to work with me over the next 8 weeks, I am going to personally build your business. Kindle gonna be in there because we got some more building to do.
Can't wait.
Got some more building to do.
It's dope. Look,
Personally.
like don't be in limbo. And again, it's just do it. Like if
Good.
it's something you want to do, just like we talking about
Amara,
the whole
Amara just took the first spot.
yeah, man. Get it
Amara just took the first spot.
okay.
Who's
I'm
coming next? Who's
yeah,
coming next? I
like
need 5.
yeah, get that thing done and change your life. My whole thing is like, don't let every year of your life look the same. You
Ooh.
should be doing some really, really new things. You should be challenging yourself. Each year should be memorable. And you have to position yourself to do so. Allow yourself that time for learning and creating, but make each year different.
Aaliyah said I'll take second. Aaliyah's in second. Dr. Miriam said I need more info. Slim's art. Where you at, boo? What is the Anita? Anita said, I'm ready. Let's go. Yeah, this is a transformation. So, guys, I want to introduce you to transition to CEO. Y'all want to see what we're doing in transition to CEO? Christy said, y'all want to see what we're doing? Y'all know I like to share my screen. When I tell you this was a Kindle was here when this was born. Kindle was here when this was born. Right over here, right over here at this whiteboard. Yep, she was here when it was born. I did not erase the whiteboard at all. I did not erase the whiteboard because I'm like, we need to memorialize this day and
Wow.
what was taking place on this day.
It's moving like a crazy woman.
I was moving like a crazy woman because I said, Lord, what can we do to take away like the complexity? What can we do to take away like I don't know what gets y'all stuck. But I do know, like, one, y'all get stuck in the technology. I know that to be true. Y'all get stuck in the technology.
Yeah.
Secondly, Kendall can tell you, get stuck in the technology. We get stuck, like, bogged down in, like, one of my favorite things that y'all say, the thing that I hate, that's the biggest thing y'all say all the time, I'm overwhelmed. And I'm like, what? I literally could be right there, like, point here, click here, drag this over here, drop this over here. Kendra, I'm overwhelmed. What you overwhelmed? So, right, Dr. Miriam said technology.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, when I say I put my foot in this, I put my foot in this. So what do y'all want to see first? Do you want to see what we're going to build first? Are we going to build first, or are we going to what y'all want to see, what we build first, or you want to see the flow first? I guess we'll show them what we're going to build first. Okay, I'm so excited. Y'all know I've been building tools left and right. Okay. I'm nervous. Okay, hold on. Okay. So this is what we're going to build. I got sick of y'all saying like you didn't know what you needed. So y'all know, if y'all have looked at my 3 pillars plus 4 automations training, you know that there are four things that we cover as our foundation for our business. We need to position, attract, sell, and nurture. Position, attract, sell, and y'all remember that song that I made up? Anywho, so I want to build out your positioning, your attraction, your sell, and nurture. So this is literally a list of all of the stuff that I'm building out for you. I'm building your live series opt-in page. I'm building your live series thank you page. And this is a newbie, but a goodie. Every single person is going to get me personally building out their low ticket offer so that on your thank you page for your live series, you will have an offer that people can buy from you so that you get the dopamine rush of seeing sales come in every single day. Y'all ain't ready for this one. Everybody's getting a low ticket offer as well. So you get a dopamine rush. The only place that low ticket offer is going to be is on your landing page for your thank you page for your live series, because everybody needs, I realize y'all need a win. I need you to see a dopamine rush of a sale. Okay, y'all got real quiet. Where my people in build? Keep saying build if y'all want to say build. I need to see the chat. Okay, y'all gotta hype me up. You gotta hype me up. The second thing is your live series replay page. Why are we doing this live series replay page? Because we gotta have. I told you I create live series like a Netflix series. Y'all, I want people to binge me, and you should want people to binge you too. And people do binge watch me. Y'all have. I have people that reach out to me all the time that they were like, Kendra, I saw a live you did 3 years ago. I saw a live you did. I was binge watching your lives.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Let me create your Netflix series for you. Yes. Let me create your Netflix series. Kendall be hyped up on her series. I don't know if y'all have never seen One Property at a Time. I developed that for Kendall. One property at a time. That's her series. And it's dope. Okay. Yes. Okay. Y'all ready? The second part. Y'all know that we attract via our live series, right? We attract via our live series, but then we got to sell. Amen. Amen. We have to sell. So the way that we sell is using my inflection point process. My inflection point is a private strategy session. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build out your private strategy session landing page. Let me show you what it looks like so y'all can see mine. Some of y'all should be here right now booking your Empire session so you can get in on this special offer. We need to have a chat tomorrow. So you need to be right here, kendrajlewis.com/Empire Design if you want to grab one of these spots, because you and I need to have a little chat face to face. Remember, I told you I'm giving people credits for what you have already paid into the Boss Architect. I'm giving you some credits. Now, the credit ain't gonna make the program free. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that, but I'm giving you some credits for what you've already paid. And we have multiple financing options. You can even pre-qualify before. Okay. But y'all know this program, y'all, some of y'all thinking, ooh, it's gonna be a $500 program. Get off my live. You know good. you know good damn well. But we're going to build your inflection point process. I want y'all to look at how sexy this is. When people now want to work with you, I want to show you what's going to happen. You're not attracting people who aren't ready to move because you're pre-qualifying everybody that works with you. Check it out. Y'all got to see this to believe it. Look, we're not playing no games with nobody no more. We're going to pre-qualify people before they work with us. I know y'all tired of attracting the wrong people. This lets people know you mean business. Okay, I need you to understand. This lets people know you mean business. Okay.
So cool.
Dopeness. This is what your inflection point is, and we're going to create a session that allows people to come in for you to close the deal. Okay, y'all ready to get back to what we were talking about? Okay, so that's what we're building out. We're also going to build out your signature offer sales page. So you have to have a sales page because, right, if you sell them to people, you got to be able to do what? Collect them coins. Okay, collect them coins. So we are building all of that out for you, right? Dr. Miriam said often confused with prejudging, right? We ain't look, it is not what it is. I always say the most valuable thing that you have on this earth is time. The most valuable thing that you have on this earth is time, not money, right? And the freedom that I have as a human being is to be able to spend my time how I want to, not having my time wasted. You understand? Or nobody else's.
And vice versa, Kendra. Vice versa. You know, I think sometimes when people hear sales page, they think you're forcing something down someone's throat, right? No, you're presenting what someone needs. You're fulfilling a need.
You're fulfilling a need.
You're fulfilling a need. And people are looking for you. I think it's really, really important to bring that home. You're not selling. You're presenting an offer that someone's looking for that's going to help somebody.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. Amara said, I need the link. Okay, Amara, I got you. This is important, guys. I think like we're still not even done. We're building this all out for you. And this is an 8-week process. I'll show you the process in a second. So we're building out your sales page. Now we're done with the landing pages. So can somebody count this for me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 landing pages that we are building for you. This is ridiculous. That's 5 landing pages that we're building for you. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the automations. We are building your live series automation out. We are building out your automation, meaning we're building it, right? So all my people that's like I struggle with technology. Nope, I'm sick of y'all. We building it for you. It is what it is, right? Second automation, we are building your email nurture automation. And the most beautiful gift that I can give you is to build your emails that sound like you. We don't do robots at the Boss Architect. We build automations authentically. So in your exercises with me, we're going to be speaking out what you want to say in your emails. That's the gift I can give to you. Let all these other coaches have you run around here sounding like a robot. Let them do it. We're not doing it here.
Yeah.
We're not doing it here. The most beautiful thing I can give you is getting you paid to be who you are. I get you paid just by being who you are.
So
I
much.
get to wake up every day and be Kendra J. Lewis. I'm so excited. Okay, so live series automation, email nurture automation. Okay, we're not even finished with automations yet. This is my favorite one. Where are my people that have taken the live sexy lunch, right? Inside of live sexy lunch, I teach you that every time you have an offer that you are teaching people, you should only be spending 2 hours a week working with clients. 2 hours a week. Who wants to only work 2 hours a week working with clients and make multiple six figures? 2 hours a week. You know why? Because we're going to automate. We're building out your delivery automation for your clients. We're building out your delivery automation. Okay. Then we're going to start your pre-qualification form. So that whole process y'all just saw me do with video ask, y'all are going to be doing the same thing because we're going to build out your strategy. I'm going to tell you the exact questions we need to be asking to pre-qualify people because you're going to be setting your standards sky high about who can work with you. We're making decisions about big business stuff now. I'm not letting my clients, anybody that works with me, you are no longer playing in the kiddie pool. You're not playing in the kiddie pool. I won't allow it. You're not going to play in the pool of people who don't understand you, who don't do it for you, who do you got to always like explain yourself to where you feel uncomfortable. We are no longer playing in the kiddie pool. I'm inviting you to big business. Yeah. We got time for them folks. We ain't got time for them. Right? But we not having $11 we not having $100 conversations. We not even having $1,000 miss me with that. That's beneath me. That's right, and it's beneath you too. It's beneath you too. We're not dealing in the kiddie pool no more. Let get somebody else to do it. I want women who are ready to transform their life. Not just, I want you to transform your life. Because I know it's transformed mine. So are we counting? So we're building out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 landing pages, 1, 2, 3 automations, and then y'all ain't even ready for this. The final ones, we're building out 2 ad campaigns. We're building out your ads for your lead generation, and we're building out your ads for your audience building. I'll wait. Y'all, this is where we need to be. Who needs this link? Tomorrow, we're going to have some conversations because I need to see whom I want to pick my 5. I need a strong start in 5. I need a strong start in 5. That's all I need. Strong start in 5.
That's sick. That's amazing.
It's gonna be sick. So let's talk about the process. Y'all, I've been working so hard to bring this to you. So here's the workflow. Here's the workflow. Your pre-work, and Kindle remembers this because Kindle was in the previous version of Transition to CEO. The workflow is we're going to first get your technology set up. This is the most beautiful thing you can do. And Kindle knows this process of getting organized. How many people need to get organized? See, the one thing you need to understand about me, we can't work together if you a spaz. I'm sorry.
No.
If you all over the place,
yeah,
we can't work together. So our first order of business is to get you organized, to get your file structure together, to get all of your stuff in one place, to get your branding together. And some of y'all, I'm just going to say it, I may have to snatch your brands up because y'all ain't going to be saying you work with me and come. Y'all ain't going to be saying you work with me and your brand run around here looking a mess. That's not of God. You don't get to say you work with Kendra J. Lewis and your brand out here looking crazy. So even though I don't necessarily do branding in that way, right? You know, I'm just gonna say, yeah, that's not of God. That's all I'm gonna say. You're not gonna have me out looking crazy. I work with the boss architect in your brand, so we may have to snatch your brand together just a little bit. I'm just gonna say it, but we have to get that together, right? Tanisha said, and let me tell you something, Anita. Okay, I see a lot of people that said they um need to get organized. It's time to get organized. You can't even come into your first strategy session with me until you organize. We need to get all your passwords together. If you're not using LastPass to get all your passwords together, we need to make sure you have your privacy and terms. We need to get your branding and all that together. Get organized. That's baseline. That's minimum. That's minimum. Because you're not gonna come to me and I'm like, okay, show me your brand. Or, who will let me find it? Oh, I gotta find this over here and this. No, that's not how CEOs operate.
No.
Come here stressing me out because you can't find nothing. Nope. Okay.
I stressed her out, y'all, at the beginning. I didn't know where
Nothing.
that was me.
But Kindle went through this process. And I will tell you how many people went through this process and were like, this was so dope just going through this process.
Yeah.
Because I give you everything you need to do. I literally tell you, create this file structure. Here's your document. Step by step, I walk you through how to do it. Every single one of these things. Okay. Okay. So that's pre-work. That's week 0. Now, everybody, the reason that this is in a cohort base is because I'm doing everybody's scale strategy session with me initially on the same day. So we're going to blitz it out. Why? Where are the people who have built your offers? The reason that I am doing this scale strategy one-on-one is because I love y'all, but I'm just going to say it. Y'all don't know how to build offers worth a damn. Y'all don't know how to build offers worth a damn. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. You don't know how to build offers worth a damn. I love you. I've been building offers for 20 years. Please let me build your offer because if I build it, I know it's going to sell. Right. Shayla said I'm here. Hey, Shayla, boo. And I can clearly see. Yeah, Aaliyah said, yeah, the offer was fire. I love y'all so much, but y'all offers be talking around everything except for what the person want in the marketplace. Please just let me build your offer for the love of God and all this holy. I literally have a 100% guarantee that if I build it, it will sell. It'll sell. Right? It will sell. It will sell. Yeah, Eric, it takes about 2 weeks, but I've been launching all week long. So you'll get good. Right? It's real. It's real. Okay. So after everybody finishes their offer, you immediately get your strategy document. Your strategy document has all of the inputs that you need, your business description, your target audience. I write your target audience description. I create your signature 4-week offer because everybody will be doing a 4-week cohort-based offer. And then I also create your upsell offer. Okay, the upsell offer that's going to be going on your page. After we do that Saturday, somebody say on Saturday, and y'all thank Kindle for this. Kindle said it was really dope having, after we had our guidance, for us to be able to actually learn how to build out the strategy together.
Yeah.
So we're going to then come into a 2.5-hour group strategy session where we are going to together build out, using all of my ChatGPT prompts. Together, we're going to build out your social media positioning, your live series concept, your live series landing page copy, your live series thank you page copy, your live series replay page copy, your info session copy, and your checkout page copy. Ooh. We're going to do that all in 2.5 hours. And it is possible because of how my process works. Remember, I'm giving you all of the inputs. You're just learning because I want you to understand how to be a CEO. I don't want you to be dependent on me. So in these sessions where we are together, you get to learn. Okay. Then after we do that, you are going to set up your Facebook ad technology. Where I know Misha probably hopped off, but anybody who I've had to snatch your Facebook ad together because you done messed up all kind of stuff in their Facebook ad back office, this is worth the entire cost of the program itself because so many people's Facebook ad platform is jacked up. So we're going to walk through how to set up your Facebook ads. Okay. The next week, you are going to be speaking to Google to craft out your nurture emails. Why am I having you craft them out? Because the most important thing that you can do is to have your emails sound like you. I refuse to write your emails for you. I actually teach you how to speak them out. And then you use my chat GPT prompts to clean them up. But we speak. There's power in the tongue, there's power in your words. Remember what I said earlier? This is your season of power. Right? It's your season of power. Okay. What are we doing? So, why do I have you speak these emails out? Because in the next group's building session that we have, you are going to give me those emails. I'm going to then get your all of your landing pages. I'm then going to get everything that we worked on before. We're going to all work together to put it in a format. We're going to get your branding. We're going to make sure that we have your landing pages, your images. So all of your images. So if you need to go take pictures, you got about 3 weeks to take pictures in the first 3 weeks of the program. Because after this, that is when we turn it over to my team to then build it. Okay. Now, while we are building it, we have to then teach you how to manage it, how to become a CEO. So while we're building it, you're going to be working to create your live stream banners. Y'all remember the banner that you saw when you got on here? We're going to teach you how to create those. We're then going to be setting up your private strategy session together. We're then going to be doing your social media posts, your power posts that you need to have to establish your credibility on social media. Then we're going to be updating your social media profiles. And then finally, we're going to deliver your landing pages and all of your automations to you. We then meet one more time for a group in a 2.5 hour live session. And guess what we're going to do in that session? It's time to launch. We click and publish. We turning them ads on. All systems are go. That is all. And look, I've already broken out all of the dates of when everything happens. So I can show this for the people that are coming to the Empire Design session tomorrow. We'll talk about dates and all of those things. But once again, make sure if you're grabbing one of these slots, I need 5. That's all. We want to see how we do it with 5. KendraJLewis.com/Empire Design. Go. Oh Lord, y'all done go. Okay. I think all the spots are already. I think all the spots are gone. And Amara, I didn't forget you. Y'all, this first one may be 6. It may be 6. Why don't we make it 7? 7 is the completion number. 7 is a special number. Let's make it 7. 7. 7 women, 7 figures. 7 women to 7 figures. I got you. I got you. I just had a moment. 7 women to 7 figures.
I love it. This is
I'm
true.
so excited. I'm so excited.
Beautiful. I'm sorry. This is my first time seeing it, in that broken down. Like, man, that's crazy. Like,
Thank you for being here to snatch me together and be my friend. And Kindle was my voice of the customer. She told me what y'all needed, and I built it. So y'all had somebody standing in the gap for y'all. Y'all better send Kindle something that she stood in the gap for y'all. in the gap.
Yeah.
She stood in the gap for y'all. Oh my God. I can't wait. So who do I have? Okay, Charlicia, I see you tomorrow. Who else? Charlicia, Dr. Miriam, I'll see you tomorrow. Quaylee, you are already there for tomorrow, but I'll see you tomorrow. Who who else? I know Amara. So Amara. Yep, Erica says 7 women, 7 Oh,
Wow.
I didn't even think about this, Erica.
Is it 777 winning at the casino?
Yeah, I didn't even think about this. That it's the 7th month of the year. 7 women, 7 figures in the 7th month of the year. Mm.
That's so
And the
cute.
funny thing, y'all, I had this morning said that I wasn't going to start it until August, even though I'm going to show y'all how this works. This morning I was like, oh, I'm not going to start until August, but I want y'all to see something, how like God works and how y'all just confirm something for me. You ready? Look at when I said the first cohort date is. This is the first cohort. I was trying to move it back to this. Right? But this is actually what I wrote down. Literally registration by 7/15, and I was going to move it. I was like, no, we're not gonna do it until next month. But no, 7 figures, 7 women, 7th month. I'm mm, mm. Thank you, Erica, for reminding me of the intention that I had already set. And that thank you for showing me that it's in alignment. Thank you so much. Sometimes like obedience is always better than sacrifice, y'all. Obedience is always better than sacrifice. What I wrote down was what was supposed to happen. Right? That's powerful. That's powerful. Look, I want you guys to be looking a couple of things. If you are not ready for a transition to CEO yet, please get in my working session tomorrow. Please get in my working session tomorrow. It is $47. It's the 3 power pillars plus 4 authentic automations. 3 power pillars plus 4 authentic automations. It will help you get that start you need. Okay? Let me know if y'all need the link for that. Now, don't have me the ads all running all over the place. Y'all done seen the ad a million times. Y'all done seen the ad a million times. Go ahead and click on that ad. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay? But I think I have my quorum for tomorrow. For the people that reached out that are already scheduled for their empire design, I am going to go ahead. It's training.thebossarchitect.com/3 pillars. I am going to go ahead and like send you over an email and tell you based on what you have spent at the Boss Architect what your credit is for transition to CEO. So you go in knowing, right? So you go in knowing what you're going to do. You go in knowing what you're going to do. Oh, Liana, I didn't even know you were on. Leon, oh Lord. Y'all, I think we may be overbooked. So okay. It's okay. Kendall, what time? Where we going somewhere tomorrow? What time? We may have to work overtime on this session tomorrow. Myra said I need the link. Myra, I got several things for you. Let me, Myra, I'll send you a message because I got to get you for Authentic Content Collective. I got to get you the Facebook ads training, but I'll send you a message. Okay, y'all, who? I love her. Can I just? I want to leave here today with gratitude. Can I do that? I want to leave here today with gratitude. Shayla, yep, Shayla. I want to leave here today with gratitude as well for so many people. One, I want to start by thanking my friend Leah.
Oh. Share the link. Share the link. No.
Which link? Which link y'all want? Okay, I'm gonna share the link for the training tomorrow. That's one. Okay, I'm gonna put that up real quick. Y'all gotta grab it. Training.thebossarchitect.com /3 pillars. But for the people who are trying to get in transition to CEO, that is a different link. Let me put that up. That is kendrajlewis.com/empire design. Both of these are happening on Saturday. So the first one is Saturday from 11 to 1. The Empire Design session is Saturday at 1:30. From 1:30 to 2:30. Because y'all decision makers. I just need to tell y'all what it is and we getting you signed up. I just want to make sure everybody is of sound mind and body, that you're making the decision with your whole heart and your soul, because we don't do no backtracking. I need people that are ready, ready, ready. That's all. 7 women, 7 figures, 7th month of the year. Okay, now Liana, thank you. Liana said, I'm quiet, but I'm here. You're a godsend. Oh, I'm not supposed to get emotional today. Not supposed to, but gratitude. Um, One of the books that I just recently read was Fervent. Fervent by Priscilla Shearer. Is this how you say her name? And as much as I read about business books, um, the word was I also study in my ministry. I study kingdom business. You understand me? Like I study to draw closer to our creator. I study to draw closer to Jehovah, Yahweh, whatever you call me. I study to draw closer to him. Right. And the book that I've been reading lately is Fervent. And it talks about your strategy for prayer. Your strategy. We have strategy for everything else. It's important to be intentional about having a strategy for prayer, because prayer is the way that we connect to him, right? That is a gift that we were bestowed to be able to have a connect. We don't need anybody to intercede for us, really. Right? Jesus is our intercessor.
Wow.
Right? Jesus is our intercessor. We have a direct line to our creator. Do y'all realize that? So I say all this to say, Fervent talks about when you have your strategy for prayer, the first thing you open up with is praise and gratitude. That before you get to asking, you need to be praising and come with gratitude and thanksgiving for what you already have, for what you've already been given. So I want to leave today with gratitude and thanksgiving, um, because we're going to another level. We're going to another level, but I can't forget that I already have so much that I have asked for. I already have so much to be grateful for. So I'm grateful for my friend right here today that has been with me. We've known each other since the 5th grade, but we reconnected some years ago. And this is truly like somebody that I know got my back 100%. But the most important thing that my friend does for me is she keeps me from working so hard. She reminds me all the time I'm a human and I need to have fun. For supporting me and my business, and also bringing her business over to my house to help me out to really turn my home into something that I truly love. So she blessed me with not only her presence, but her gift, her talents, her expertise as well. And there's so much more to come. So much more to come.
You're so welcome.
I want to call out Leon. Leon, I know you're quiet. I want to call you out. Thank you for trusting me with your business. But also the conversation that we had. Thank you for doing the heart work that I told you to do. Thank you for doing that hard work, and thank you for honoring my love language, which is results. I'll never forget how happy I was when Liana got on our session and said, Kendra, I did what you said and I went and made my sale. I'm working with a client now. I don't know. But she went and did it. She did it unsexy, did it without all the bells and whistles, but she went and did it. And she always has spoken gratitude. She's always been so grateful, always been so grateful. Shayla, Shayla and I just met a couple of weeks ago. Shayla was here to Atlanta, took me out to a brunch, and I just want to thank her for being so ready. Right. Shayla honors my love language. And we talked about this. Shayla said, sometimes I procrastinate. She said, and I'm moving. I'm moving. Thank you for getting out of your comfort zone and moving. Right. Thank you. I'm sharing gratitude. Right. Sharing gratitude. There are so many people. Erica, thank you for trusting my guidance and trusting this shift into your next level. Right. Aaliyah, thank you for being receptive of the shift. I know I shifted you a little bit, but your reaction when you received what you got back, I was like, she's ready. Right. Myra, I want to thank you. Myra, Myra is hilarious to me. That's my Capricorn sister. Cap. And I'll never forget. We are so hard on ourselves, y'all. Myra was like, yeah, so I haven't done anything. I just sold out. I just sold like 6 slots or something to my first trip. I'm like, sold thousands of dollars on your first time selling on the internet. It's just like, yep, I gotta do better. No, you've done more than most people would ever do. Right? Us Capricorns are so hard on ourselves. Thank you. And for the countless people that have rocked with me over the years, the ones who have loved on me, the ones who have prayed for me, I don't forget the ones who were there when I was grieving the loss of my mother, which tomorrow is exactly 6 months from when she left me. My mother took her last breath. Tomorrow is 6 months to the day. Thank you guys so much for being there, praying on me, loving on me, praying for my family, those who sent flowers, who sent cards, who sent emails. I don't forget. Now, as caps may be a lot of things, but we're loyal. We're loyal as hell. We don't forget. We got a memory like an elephant. So I thank you for being there. There are some people that you may not see me as often because I will be saying goodbye to a part of my audience. But I hope we'll meet. I hope we'll meet again when you're ready. When you're ready, there's some offers that I will have that I won't have anymore because we'll meet again when you're ready. We'll meet again when you're ready. In one of the conversations that my mom and I had, because we talked every day, my best friend in the whole wide world, I told her about some of the things that, I was experiencing with some of the people in business. And she was like, baby, it sounds like you just need to work with people who are ready. And she quoted, I don't know, she said, I don't know what the scripture, but she said, even the Bible said in business, be men. Right? Somebody look up the script. My mom, this is one of my mom's last things she said on one of she's like, in business, be men. She was in the hospital bed spitting this game. She was like, in business, be men. Like, and I'll never forget that. And she's telling me then it's time to go to another level for the people that are ready to go to another level. So we're on another level. Can we just say 2024 is your breakout year? Somebody say breakout. 2024 is your breakout year. 2024 is your year of power. And I'm relentlessly pursuing it not for myself. I already have activated my power. It's been there. I've already activated mine. I want you to activate yours. It's no longer my job. My power has already been claimed. Thank you, Ty. Ty, Proverbs 22. So I knew mommy didn't know the scripture off the top of her head that day. She said, business be men. She said it's in the Bible. And I never found it. Thank you, Ty. I got to go back. Proverbs 22 and 29. Like, it's your breakout year. I declare and decree we will not be in the same place we are right now. No. It's not natural. Your natural state is power. So I'm going to say thank you for everybody that's been on here. I can't wait to see everybody tomorrow. My 7 for 7. in the 7th month. My 777. I'm just gonna call it my 777 crew. My 777 crew. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Um, woo! Thank you. Seest thou a man diligent in his business, he shall stand before king. I'm not doing this today. I'm not doing this today. Thank you. I said, he shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men.
Mm.
He shall stand before kings.
This is beautiful because it's scary, but do it anyway.
Do it anyway.
You may be tired, but do it anyway. You may not know the outcome, but do it anyway. Fear is an illusion.
Fear is, it is what it is. Fear and power don't reside in the same place. If you don't remember anything else today, fear and power cannot reside in the same place. All I want to do is activate your power.
Yep.
I love you guys. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna close out with this. Um, like I said, I'm not doing tonight. I'm not ready to talk about what I was going to talk about tonight. So I'm not coming on tonight because I can't do it without getting emotional. I had a really heavy grief day yesterday. Really heavy. Like broke out and like I was crying so long yesterday, I don't even know. Right? Like I missed my mom. Right? So much. But I'm gonna leave y'all with the gift that keeps on giving. And that's the gift of her words. And she felt it with her whole heart. She believed it with her whole heart. For the people that were there, my mom told the story of how she didn't complete her college degree um because she had us. Right? She's like she always put her children first and she raised us. And I'm gonna tell y'all one thing, that woman raised the hell out of me. She raised the hell out of me. Um and I am so glad. Like I have so many fun memories of my childhood. And one of the most beautiful things, and I said I'll share this more. I said I wasn't gonna cry today. Um, the most beautiful gift that I can say I had is I come from a house of creatives. We're all creatives. My mom was a creative. All of my sisters are creatives. My dad's a creative. So we were raised in a very creative household. My mom used to let me wear my costume. I had a She-Ra costume that she used to let me wear every single day because I thought I was She-Ra. When I used to run around with a costume and a sword, she'd let me wear it to the grocery store, wear it everywhere. Um, we used to run around. I was able to run around and play. I had a microphone in my hand since I was 3 years old. I've always been encouraged to get on stage, perform, singing at church. We used to create plays at home, and my mom would sit down and look at the plays that I created. If you follow me on my personal page, I used to make tapes of myself singing and talking about the news and talking about Ninja Turtles for hours, and my mom would listen to it. I say all this to say I am who I am today because I was raised to always be able to have a voice. I was raised to be able to be creative and be different and be quirky. And I don't have that fear because I was never raised to be fearful. And my mom told her story about how she didn't go and get her college degree until we were all grown and self-sufficient and out of the house. And she got her college degree when she was 51 years old. She went back to college, got 51 years old, and started a completely new career, second whole life career as an educator. Didn't stop there, went back to get her master's degree, and didn't just do it. She graduated magna cum laude and summa cum laude both times. Right? She showed us what excellence was and showed us what perseverance was. And even though she had every excuse why she couldn't do it, she did it. And so when my mom said those words, finish it. She wasn't just talking out the side of her neck. She finished it.
But she inspired all of us. Like that was, I don't even know what that feeling was, you know, and I'm not even no crier like that, but she had, like, it's just different when you hear things from people who, look, man, I don't think people talk about like um for women, even seeing y'all as my friends, you know, like I've known you since fifth grade. So to see one of your friends when y'all are playing and doing school bus stuff actually become an incredible mom
Yeah.
and adult and wife and boss architect and CEO and teacher, but still you know them and they still have these moments where you're just laughing and you see these glimpses of fifth grade Kendra, but you also see like all this stuff that you've thought about doing and you like did it. And then when your mom had that speech and just seeing, I was like, man, she get it from her mama. Like it was just like an immediate moment because like you know, we knew what your mom was going through. But like on that day, man, your mom wasn't going through nothing but that speech. Like she was stomping and like it was like if you don't finish it was a whole mommy moment. Like you better finish it. I don't
You
care what
finished it.
you do, you have to finish it. And just to see with her life that she finished strong, like she finished it, like literally having that glimpse at your mom and she finished it to her last breath
To the
and
last
you
breath.
finish being there for like you didn't stop. Like I don't think people get it. I'm like, you didn't stop. Even for me, I was like, what the heck is going on? And still smiling and you able to compartmentalizing everything because you left nothing on the table. You gave it all you got. Like in everything you gave it all you got and like your mom gave it, your mom fought, man. Like this
She
wasn't no
did.
like, oh, I'ma just give up. And even how she had or everything organized that you ain't even know about to after the fact. Like your mom just loved wholeheartedly and you love wholeheartedly and like you attract people that love wholeheartedly and people need to be around great people. People need to experience honorable people. Like your mom was so honorable and you're so honorable and like it's inspiring because it's rare because the most honorable people are too freaking quiet by scrutinizing themselves off of stuff you ain't got no control about, man. You ain't got
Yeah.
no control about how you look. You ain't got no control about how you talk. You ain't got no control. I got a high pitched voice, man. Like people make fun of me all the time. You ain't got no control. But the thing what you do have control about is how you show up for your own life, how you finish your own
When you
ideas,
finish.
how you pay it forward and inspire others. And your mom was an inspiration in that moment. Like you are an inspiration. Like you're finishing it. And it just, I don't know if people get it. I just know as a friend and witnessing it and knowing who you are and man, like, nah, it ain't no faking this. Like,
No.
I get mad when people mess with you or they think like you're like somebody else. Nah, she's an original. Like, your mom was dope. Like, she inspired all of us. Like, your mom inspired all of us. You inspire all of us. Like, And that's what I want to do. I want to help people and inspire people and show them opportunity and possibilities. And I believe everybody on here wants to do the same. But
Oh,
it's just managing it.
mm.
Yeah, man.
So thank you, because is my daddy is also my best friend, still is. And he's an amazing man, and he's an amazing husband to my mom, and he is, yes, quiet strength. My daddy is the reason that I'm here doing this for y'all this week. So it's amazing to have, and my daddy he's a creative. I told y'all that, and he's always encouraged me to. Um, so yeah, my daddy gets all the kudos for being such an amazing man, such an amazing husband to my mom, and such an amazing father to me to this day. To this day, my daddy be over here 3 times a week, y'all. That's my bestie right there. I want to say this final thing. Hey, Dr. Lakeisha, thank you. Thank you. So that I honor everybody on here and I honor my mom. My mom's words were finish it. Finish it, right? Um Angela said, I saw your mom walking around GSU's campus while I was going there. I was like, wow, respect, but I was never sure it was her until you said it. So much respect for her and you. Thank you. Um, I was there with my mom, and I always say that was my gift. God knew what I needed. I'm a Capricorn. Capricorns have an innate thing to finish things. It's my personality. I have to finish things. And I would have been devastated if I was not there while my mom took her last breath. I just so happened to be there while she was taking her last breath. In my arms, while I was singing to her and loving on her and kissing on her. I've told y'all this story. And she was so peaceful. It was so peaceful. Um, and I have a picture now. I think I knew she was going, and I remember watching her hours before she passed, and she was sitting on her favorite couch with her head laid on my dad, just taking a nap. Right. And I still hold that memory, like, because it was just like she was just sleeping, she's taking a nap. And when she left here, I think one of the biggest things I can say that I still hold, my mom did not have any unfinished business. You know how a lot of times like people like they had to do this and they had to do that. My mom did everything she ever wanted to do on this earth. And how many people can say that? She finished it in every sense of the word. She did everything that she ever wanted to accomplish. She tried it. She tried it. Shoot, even this time last year, I promised her that I would take the whole family on vacation. This time last year, we were all sitting in a beach house together. And I even had my mom try mimosa. She had never had a mimosa a day in her life. She tried that too. And immediately got drunk. But everything that she ever wanted, she finished it. And I will continue her legacy because not only am I going to finish it, I want to help other women leave here empty. When I leave this earth, I want to be empty. My riches will not be in the graveyard. I want them all to be poured out while I'm here. And that's the legacy. So now I don't have to get on here tonight because I'm not already doing all my crying right now. I love you guys. I hope this blessed somebody today. If y'all are ugly crying with me, it's fine. Now my eyes, I can't even come on tonight if I want to because my eyes gonna be puffy. All right. Ty said, Amen. That is a blessing, leaving with no unfinished business. His master replied, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's house. Hey, Ty, you've been bringing the scriptures today that I couldn't think of off the top of my head.
That was
Who
the scripture
doesn't
I
want
read
to hear?
at my grandmother's funeral.
Well done.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this with y'all today. Well done. That's all I'm gonna say. Well done. Okay. I love you guys so much. I gotta go clean up my ugly cry because now my makeup falling. I gotta straighten my wig up. I will see you guys tomorrow. My triple sevens, 7 women, 7 figures, 7th month of the year. Let's get it. I love y'all. Thank you, Kindle, for being with me.
Welcome.
I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.